Hello. As she said, my name's Roxanne Ryan, and I work for an organization in town called Wacosa, and we provide services to adults with disabilities. Currently, we are providing services to 500 adults within the 30 miles of our locations. Our locations are in Wade Park, Sauk Center, and then we have a seniors program at Whitney Senior Center. I was asked to come here and speak to you today about the cuts that are potentially coming to the CSSA funding, which, as I'm sure you're probably aware of, are the funding dollars for the people who are living at home. Many of our consumers have, due to funding cuts, people who are attending Wacosa and working 5 days a week have had their days of service cut back to 3 days, 2 days, and in some cases 1 day of service per week. Many of the families who have their loved ones living with them are still people who are working as well. And so when their brother, sister, son, daughter is no longer able to come to Wacosa to receive services during the day, they need to try to fill that gap with the PCA hours. And as we know, that some of those hours are being cut as well. One of the people I want to talk to you about is one of our consumers whose name is Shirley Zerden. Shirley lived with her parents, and when her parents passed away, she now lives with her sister and her sister's husband. And when I first started working with Shirley several years ago, she was able to work independently in a job in the community. As her cerebral palsy has impacted her life more and more, she is no longer able to do that. She now works at Wacosa. She's in a wheelchair. She needs assistance with all of her personal cares, from cutting up her food to help her eating, to going to the bathroom, to everything. Shirley has a very strong work ethic, and it has been very, very difficult for her to lose her days of work. She also, I mean, she's just a great person. She's just terrific. As her cerebral palsy has impacted her, she now uses a communication device to communicate with people. She is not able to use her sign language or write notes as she used to do. And she's not able to be unsupervised at all, either at home or at work. When she does come to work, she really strives hard to do her best with every job that she's given. She loves the interaction with her friends. She loves the work. She has that good Minnesota work ethic where work is a value. Work is important to you. Both Shirley's sister and her husband still work. Shirley has PCAs that come in, and they need to be there in the home in the morning to help her get up and get on the van. And then they also need to be there in the afternoons to get her off the van, because again, she's not able to be unsupervised. The 2 days a week that she's not able to be at Wacosa, again, she needs to have full PCA hours and needs that support. You know, the family really feels that by having her live with them, that they are saving a lot of money. And it's just really important, I think, for everybody to recognize, I'm sure you'd agree, you know, work is an important part of who we are. And so on behalf of Shirley, I'd really like you to look at the effects of cutting the CSSA funds and how that impacts people's lives both at work and at home, and the value that having work adds to that person's life, and the impact of not having the PCA on their families, and all, again, that whole picture. What do you do then with your brother or sister or your son or daughter if you're not able to be there to care for them? Then they need to move to a more expensive living situation. And so we just think it's really important for you to look at that. And thank you again for your time. And if you've not been to Wacosa, I'd love to invite you to come and take a tour and meet some of our folks. So thank you.